Hey guys, and welcome to class number 3 of Introduction to Yoga. We finally made it to my favorite style of yoga, which is Vinyasa. So prepare to work hard, prepare to have some fun and move your body, and when you're ready, you don't need anything again besides your body and your mat. Come down to a lying position on your back. So laying down nice and long. Close down the eyes. Once again, just take a moment to let go of whatever you've been doing today, whatever you've got on after this. Just a moment of stillness. Noticing the breath. A Vinyasa class is a very fast-paced class compared to the previous styles of yoga that we've done. So in this class, I really want you to focus on the fluidity of your movements. I want you to try and be as smooth and as fluid as you can as you transition between each pose. We're going to start today with another breathing exercise, this time on our backs, and it's called Ujjayi Breathing, also known as the ocean breath. And what this breath does is helps us to keep a good rhythm in a Vinyasa class. As it's an audible breath, it's something that you can focus your attention on and help you to move through your moves nice and rhythmic and smoothly. It also builds a lot of internal heat, and it's a very calming breath. So how this works is the inhales and exhales are through the nostrils, and you want to imagine that you're breathing through a hole in your throat. So imagine you're whispering the sound, but with your mouth closed. So as you take a deep inhale, you feel a constriction in the back of your throat. And the same thing as you exhale, audible sound so that you can hear it, imagining you're breathing through a hole in the throat. So I want you to try and keep up this breathing for this entire class. It's going to be normal for us to forget about the breathing technique and to go back to normal breathing, but as soon as you remember, try to return to your Ujjayi breath and use it to get through your class, because the way the Vinyasa class is structured is that we use one breath for one movement. So we're going to be constantly flowing through the sequence once we get to know the poses that we're doing and get familiar with the poses that we're doing. So just taking 3 more deep breaths here before we start. A nice, stable, steady breath. And now slowly reaching both legs up to the sky. Point through the toes and try to press your lower back into the mat. Contract the core and see if you can even lift your tailbone an inch off the mat. So really trying to press down through the lower spine, feeling the core engage. Now take a deep inhale in. As you exhale, reach your arms as high as you can. Lift your head and shoulders. Keep lifting through the head and shoulders. And now slowly start to reach your hands forwards. Keep your head and shoulders lifted. Keep your legs up, toes pointed. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, lower the right leg to hover off the mat. Inhale back to center. Exhale, left leg down, hovering off the mat. Inhale back up. So just following your breath, right leg down, right leg up with the inhale. Left leg down, left leg up. So really focus as you're doing this on pressing the lower back down. Try to keep the tailbone lifted the whole time if you can. So the core is not letting off, it's staying engaged the whole time. Keep reaching the fingers forwards to help you lift your head and shoulders even higher off the mat. Now we're going to add on to this. So after your next cycle, both legs back to center. This time take a deep breath in. Exhale, right leg to hover. Keep the leg there. Inhale, arms overhead. Keep the lower back down. Exhale, reach the arms forwards. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, left leg lowers. Left leg stays, arms come overhead. Exhale, arms back down to reach forwards. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, right leg down. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, arms reach forwards. Just continue this flow. Follow the breath. Stay with your Ujjayi. Keep the lower back down. And really start to build that connection between your breath and your movements. Each breath is taking you towards a new pose. The core muscles are such important muscles. Every other movement of our body stems from the core. So just following your breath. One more round. Right leg down. Arms overhead. Arms back forwards. Right leg back up. Left leg down. Arms overhead. Arms reach forwards. Left leg overhead. Pausing here. Relax the head and shoulders down for a moment. Relax the arms down. Keep the legs up. We've got one final bit of core. Then we're going to move into our flow. So press the lower spine down. Contract the core. Reach the arms up. Reach the head and shoulders up. Squeeze the abdominals. Take a deep inhale. This time both legs lower as the arms lower. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Legs reach back. Deep breath in at the top. Exhale, legs lower. Keep them low. This time inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, arms reach forwards. Inhale, legs up. Exhale, legs down. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, arms reach forwards. Inhale, legs reach up. Exhale, legs reach down. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, arms reach forwards. Inhale, legs reach up. Exhale, legs reach down. Just two more. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, arms reach forwards. Inhale, legs reach up. Exhale, legs reach down. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And hug your knees into your chest. Whew, that was tough. Deep Ujjayi breathing. Start to rock and roll yourself backwards and forwards with a nice curved spine. Building up a bit of momentum and coming all the way over onto all fours. Just going to warm up with a bit of cat-cow again, bringing some articulation into the spine. So as you take a deep breath in, point the hips high, take the gaze high. Exhale, push away from the mat, dome the spine, tuck your chin. Inhale, coming into your cow. Exhale, doming into your cat. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. And coming back to a neutral spine. From here, staying with your breath, just taking a few circles around the wrists with your shoulders. This is a great way to warm up the wrists before class and the forearms. So as you're doing this, really try to ground down into the index knuckles of each finger. Instead of rolling your weight onto the outsides of the hands, try to keep the weight grounding down on the index knuckles. This is going to build a lot more stability and strength in our wrists and our forearms. Reversing the circles now, whatever direction you were going, changing it. Staying with your breath. Tucking the toes under, From here, just lifting the knees an inch off the mat. Keep your shoulders directly above the wrists. Protract the shoulder blades, so push away from the mat. Now float the right foot off the mat and lengthen it back. Notice what happens to the left knee. Try to keep it just an inch off the mat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze it in. Inhale, lengthen the right leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Just one more time. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. And slowly step it back. Keep the knees floating. Inhale, left leg reaches back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, knee to nose. Notice where the right knee is. Keep it just off the mat. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze it in. Take the feet back. Drop the knees. Sit back onto the heels. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Chase the floor behind you. Open up the chest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. And find your way to downward facing dog. So take any movements in your down dog if you like. Sometimes it feels good to pedal out the legs. Maybe some slow lowers with the elbow, bending and straightening the arms. Maybe you like to move your hips a bit. Just take a moment to try and explore your body right now. Notice which parts feel tight, notice which parts feel good. And then slowly find your stillness. We're going to go through 2 sun salutations to warm up the rest of our body. Our quads and our core are already quite warm. We're going to bring a bit more energy into our spine and into the rest of our body that we haven't yet touched. So take a deep inhale, come up high onto the toes. Exhale, bend at the knees, float to the front of the mat. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach nice and tall. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant the hands, float back, low plank. Upward facing dog, inhale, pull the shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, come up high onto the toes. Exhale, bend at the knees, float to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rise all the way up, deep breath in, reach tall. Hands to heart center. Reach up, deep breath in. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant the hands, float back, low plank. Upward facing dog, deep breath in. Downward facing dog, exhale. Find a moment of stillness. Keep the rhythm in your breath. Your next breath in, take the right leg to the sky. Knee to nose as you exhale, shoulders come above the wrists. Inhale, right leg high, reach it back and up. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time, deep breath in. Exhale, squeeze it in. Plant the foot between the hands. Straighten the front leg. Now reach the crown of the head forwards. So try to lengthen the spine as much as you can. Keeping that length in your spine, slowly start to fold forwards. And as you're doing this, imagine you're trying to pull your right foot back. So you're trying to square off the hips by pulling the right hip back and pushing the left hip slightly forwards. Feeling a nice deep stretch down the back of the right leg. Slowly halfway lift again. Keep reaching the crown of the head forwards. Place the left palm flat down onto the mat. Now peel the right arm up towards the sky. Try to keep pulling the right hip back. Keep grounding down in both feet on the left toes. And now slowly start to bend into the right knee, staying in your low lunge twist. So the back leg working a bit harder now. Keep your gaze up if you can. And now from here, staying in your twist, slowly starting to float the upper body up, facing the right side of your mat. Take a slight bend in the back knee to help you here. Keep the hips facing forwards. Really use your abdominals here to hold your body, your upper body facing the side. Take your right arm down to touch the back of the left leg and peel your left arm all the way up to the sky. Find a nice side body stretch in the left side. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly tap the left knee on the mat. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, tap back down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, tap down. Inhale, rise up. This time, windmill the arms all the way around. Land yourself in your warrior two. Sink nice and low. Keep opening the right knee out. Keep spreading the arms. Keep pressing into the left foot. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, sink a little lower. Inhale. Exhale, sink. If your front knee is overshooting the ankle, just take your front foot forwards a bit so you can sink nice and low. One more breath in. Exhale it out. Flip the palm. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Keep your hips nice and low. Exhale, windmill the hands down to the mat. Frame the front foot. Inhale, step back to high plank. Exhale, lower to low plank. Inhale to upward facing dog. Pull the shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just a few breaths here. If you need to rest, take a few breaths in a resting position for you. Stay with your breath. I'm going to come onto the left side now. And just remember that you're trying to move as fluidly and smoothly as you can. Even though these movements may be very new to you, just have the intention of trying to move smoothly and being guided by your breath. Your next inhale breath, reaching the left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders come above the wrists. 2 more like this. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, squeeze it in. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze it in and slowly land it between the hands. Staying on the right toes, straighten the left leg. Reach the crown of the head forwards and slowly fold down. Keep pulling the left heel back. Slowly rolling the right hip forwards to find a deeper stretch. Taking a moment here. Now halfway lift. Plant the right palm down on the inside of the left foot, right underneath the right shoulder, and peel the left arm up to the sky. Try to keep the hips square to the best of your abilities. Take your gaze up if you can. And staying in your twist, slowly bending the left knee, sinking the hips low but keeping the right leg nice and active. Starting to really power up the legs now. Take a slight bend in the right knee and rise yourself up into your twist, your crescent lunge twist. So keep your hips facing the front of the mat, but really use your obliques to rotate your upper body to the side of the mat. Reach through the arms. Take your left arm down to your right leg. Reach the right arm up. Find that side body stretch. Coming into 3 lunges, take a deep breath in. Exhale, tap the knee down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Windmill the arms. Exhale, warrior two. Sinking nice and low because you can, because we're here to challenge ourselves. I always find it interesting to see what the mind starts to tell me as I start to get physically challenged. Whether it's telling me to give up, whether it's telling me to stay strong. But the whole point of this class is to try and stay out of the mind and stay in the body. Just listening to the breath and the body rather than being so caught up in the mind. So if you are physically challenged, that's good. See if you can accept where you are and stay with the effort that you're giving. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, sink lower. Flip the palm. Keep the hips nice and low. Inhale, reverse the warrior. And then exhale, windmill the arms down to frame the front foot. Step the left foot back with an inhale, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog, open the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog, all the way back. Find your breath. Find some stillness. Try not to lose that Ujjayi breathing. That will really help you through what we're about to do. So that is our sequence. We're going to go through it 3 times each side. But this time we're going to go through it for 1 breath, 1 movement. So try to keep up. Try to keep the face calm, the breathing deep. And move as smoothly as you can with your breath. But remember not to take this too seriously. Keep a sense of lightness and playfulness to your practice. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Right leg to the sky. Let's flow. Knee to nose and step it forwards. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Lean forwards. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, plant the left palm down. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, bend into the right knee. Exhale, rise yourself up into your twist. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, tap the knee down. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, windmill the arms, warrior two. Flip the palm. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, windmill the arms down. Inhale, step back to high plank. Exhale, lower down. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg, inhale, reach it up. Exhale, step it forwards. Straighten the left leg, inhale, reach forwards. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the right hand down. Exhale, peel open to the left. Inhale, bend into the left knee. Exhale, rise up into your twist. Inhale, reverse the twist. Exhale, tap the right knee down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, windmill open, warrior two, sink low. Flip the palm, inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, frame the front foot. Inhale, step back, high plank. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky. That's 1 down, 2 to go. Step it forwards as you exhale. Straighten the front leg, reach the crown of the head forwards. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the left palm down. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, bend into the right knee. Exhale, rise up. Inhale, reverse left arm up. Exhale, tap the knee. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior two. Flip the palm. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side. Inhale. Step it forwards. Straighten the left leg, reach the crown of the head forwards. Forward fold. Halfway lift, right palm down. Exhale, left arm to the sky. Inhale, bend into the left knee. Exhale, rise up into your twist. Inhale, reverse the twist. Exhale, tap the knee. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior two, nice and low. Flip the palm. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Slowing down the pace for the last round. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, slowly step it forwards. Deep breaths now. Inhale, straighten the front leg, reach the crown of the head forwards. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the left palm down. Exhale, peel open to the right. Inhale, bend into the front knee. Exhale, stand up into your twist. Inhale, reverse, reach the left arm up. Exhale, tap the knee. Inhale, rise up. Slow exhale, windmill the arms, warrior two. Flip the palm. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, windmill the arms. Inhale, step back, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Last side, stay with it, left leg to the sky. Slowly step it forwards. Straighten the left leg, reach the crown of the head forwards. Forward fold. Halfway lift, place the right hand down. Exhale, peel open to the left. Inhale, bend into the left knee. Exhale, rise up into your twist. Inhale, reverse the twist. Exhale, tap the knee. Inhale, rise up. Long exhale, warrior two, sink low. Flip the palm. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Drop the knees wide. Bring the big toes to touch. Sit back onto the heels. Take a moment. And then start to walk the hands forwards. Rest the forehead down. Close down the eyes. Try and keep the rhythm of your breath. Keep your Ujjayi breathing. Just taking this little moment of ease, knowing that there's just a little bit more effort to come in this class. So do what you have to do to prepare yourself to give a little bit more of what you have to give before we find ourselves in Shavasana. Find your way back to downward facing dog. From here, we are slowly going to step ourselves into a squat. So you can do this simply by stepping right foot to the outside of your right hand, left foot to the outside of your left hand and sitting down. Or you can try and float. However you're going to do this, we have 5 breaths to get there. Take a deep inhale, rise up onto your toes. Exhale, bending at the knees and making your way to the squat. Moving smoothly, moving slowly. Both feet on the outside of the hands, sitting your bum nice and low. Bringing your hands to heart center. And using your elbows to press against the knees. So in this squat, try to have your heels down if you can. If you need to sit on a pillow here, feel free. Try to keep opening the knees and squeezing the outer hips in. So the knees are opening, but the outer hips are rolling in and under. Almost like you're tucking your tailbone. Try to sit up with a nice straight spine. Reach the arms forwards, keep the knees opening. Keeping your spine as straight as possible, start to reach the arms up as high as you can. Bring your shoulders as far behind you as you can. Just 3 breaths. Slowly bringing hands back down to the mat. Coming up onto your tiptoes. Pressing your knees into your triceps. Coming into an arm balance called Bakasana or crow pose. So from here, you slowly want to lean your weight forwards into your bent arms until maybe you can float 1 foot off the mat. Maybe you can float both. Try to keep your knees on your triceps. If this is easy for you, maybe floating the right knee off, bringing it across to the left knee, holding it here. Slowly bringing it back. Now from our crow, we're going to float ourselves back into low plank. So take a deep breath in and exhale, shoot the legs back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're almost there. 5 breaths to get back into our squat, however you wish to get there. Take a deep breath in, float the heels off the mat. Exhale, bending at the knees and finding your way to your squat. Moving slow, moving with intention. Sitting your bum down. Bring your elbows to the inner thighs, hands to heart center. Sitting up nice and tall. And if you've never stretched your hips before or your inner thighs, this probably feels like a very challenging pose right now. So if you need your hands on the mat for support, then feel free to stay there. Otherwise, reaching the arms forwards. Keep the knees opening wide, the outer hips squeezing in. Slowly start to reach the arms up. Bring the arms as far behind you as you can. Keep the back straight, 3 breaths. Slowly bring the hands down. Coming back up onto your tippy toes. Bend the elbows. Bring your knees onto your triceps. Start to lean your weight forwards. Think of this more as a balance rather than a strength hold. It's just all about leaning your body weight far enough forwards to balance. Stay in your crow, otherwise left knee to right knee. Slowly take it back. And if you want to shoot the legs back, take a deep breath in and exhale, shoot back to low plank. Inhale to up dog, open the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Slowly drop the knees down to the mat. Sit down onto your heels for a moment. Rest the arms however you wish. This is why I love Vinyasa so much. Feel so connected to the body through the breath. So for the whole class, you are breathing mindfully. You are aware of every inhale and every exhale, mostly because each of those breaths brings in a new movement into your practice. We can apply this mindfulness of breath into the rest of our lives. The breath is such a powerful tool. We can use it to energize ourselves. We can use it to relax ourselves. Slowly stand up onto the knees. Bring your hands onto your lower back, your fingertips pointing down. So you want to be able to feel the tops of your glutes with your fingertips. Slowly start to press the hips forwards. And as you do this, imagine the sternum lifting as high as you can. So instead of sinking the weight into your lower back here, try to lift up out of the lower back. Push the hips high, lift the chest even higher. Now drop the head back. If you want to stay here, stay here. Otherwise, your right hand can search for your right heel. Your left hand for your left heel. If you can't quite reach, you can tuck the toes under. Use the grip on your feet to help open the shoulders. Keep lifting the chest up, keep pushing the hips forwards, keep squeezing the glutes. Allow the head to drop back. Just 3 more breaths. Slowly bring your hands back to your lower back. Raise yourself back up to center. Sit down onto the heels. Rest your hands. Close down the eyes. Sit up nice and tall. Just try to feel what that back bend did for your body. Notice your body realigning itself on its own. No need to counter stretch. Our bodies are very good at self-healing. Slowly come forwards onto the hands. Cross the legs over at the shins. Sit yourself all the way back onto your bums. Reach the legs nice and long. And roll yourself down onto your backs. Bring the soles of your feet flat onto the mat, heels underneath the knees. So for most of us, we're going to be able to reach the heels with the fingertips. Now from here, place the right foot over the top of the left thigh. Flex the right foot, and then reach the right arm through the gap in your legs and interlace the fingers, either behind the thigh or behind the shin. It really doesn't matter. And just start to pull the left knee in towards your chest. And as you do this, you can actually use your right elbow to press against the right inner thigh. Aiming to feel a nice deep stretch in the right hip. So feel free to stay here. If you already have very open hips, you can place the right foot into the groove of the left elbow crease. And then place the right knee into the right elbow crease, grabbing hold of the right wrist with the left hand, and then slowly start to extend the left leg for Reclined Pigeon. This is quite a deep stretch, so don't force yourself into this. If you're good with thread the needle, what we were just doing, then stay with that. We're trying to find a little bit of release through the glutes. The class was quite heavy on the legs, so it's good to stretch them out in a bit of a yin hold at the end, which will help a lot with soreness tomorrow. And if you're very new to yoga. And try to really relax here as much as you can, even though there might be a bit of engagement from your arms. Just try to find a bit of ease in your practice. If you're in your reclined pigeon, slowly bring the left knee back to meet the right leg. Now all of us slowly dropping the left foot down to the mat. I'm going to change sides, so take the right foot down, bring the left foot over the top of the right thigh, lift the knees up, flex the left toes and reach the left arm through the gap in the legs now. Interlacing the fingers wherever you like, behind the thigh or behind the shin. Just starting to pull the right knee in towards you as you press against the left thigh. Feel free to stay here. If you want to go deeper, placing the left foot into the crease of the right elbow, the left knee into the crease of the left elbow, grabbing left wrist with right hand, and then extending right leg long, and hugging the left leg in towards your chest. And wherever you are right now, just try to appreciate it. Try to be present in whatever you're feeling. If being in the reclined pigeon is not helping you to relax, then just come back into thread the needle. We want this to be a nice passive stretch. So if you are fighting pain, if you're clenching the jaw, then just try to back off a little bit in some way, shape or form so that you can relax and unwind towards the end of class. Slowly, if you're in reclined pigeon, bring right knee back to the outside of your left leg. Now all of us dropping the right foot down, extending the left leg long now, and then hugging the right knee in towards your right armpit. Try to avoid the rib cage as you do this. Flex the left foot and try and get your left calf muscle down onto the ground. Keep squeezing your right knee in towards the armpit, but also now start to imagine you're trying to press the back of the neck gently down into the mat. So a slight tuck of the chin. And what this is doing is flattening the spine, creating a bit more space between all the vertebrae in the spine. Now keeping hold of the right knee with your left hand, take your right knee out, your right arm out to the right, and start to roll your right knee across to the left for a spinal twist. As you take the knee down, notice what your right shoulder's doing. Try to keep your right shoulder blade down on the mat. Maybe taking your gaze over to your right fingertips. Maybe even closing down the eyes. I've taught this pose to so many of my friends that I travel with because it is such an incredible pose for any gas or bloating. I'd like to think of it as an internal massage for all the abdominal region, for all the organs, the digestive system. So if you ever feel a lot of discomfort from gas or bloating, and see if this works. The supine twist. I've had many friends thank me for telling them that. Slowly come back to center. Extend the right leg long. Hug the left knee in towards the left armpit. Try to avoid the rib cage. Squeeze it in nice and tight. Now flex the right toes. Try to get the right calf muscle on the mat. Now also think about flattening the back of the neck into the mat. It's obviously not going to happen for most of us, but the intention there is just to create that little bit of space in the spinal column, especially in the neck, creating some length in the body. Keeping hold of the left knee with the right hand, take the left arm out to the left, and start to roll the knee across the body to the right. Try to keep the left shoulder blade down on the mat. Maybe even taking your gaze over to the left fingertips now. really starting to unwind, to relax. The hard work is done. And it's called a practice for a reason. So whether you feel like you flowed well today, or whether you felt really stiff and not very connected, don't worry about it. It really doesn't matter. What matters is that you showed up, you gave the effort that you had to give, and you got through it. And you can now learn from that. Next time you come onto the mat, you're going to be a new person, you're going to have a new body, and you're going to have a new mindset. It's going to be a totally new experience. Just be grateful for whatever you experienced today. Even if it was frustration, at least you showed up. At least you gave some effort into becoming a better version of yourself. Slowly come back to center. Coming in to happy baby to finish the class. So now grabbing hold of both feet from the outside, hugging both knees into both armpits now. And as you're hugging the knees in with your arms, try to flatten the spine. So notice where the tailbone is. Try to press the tailbone down into the mat. Slight tuck of the chin to lengthen the back of the neck. Maybe even finding a bit of movement here if you like with the legs. Pretending you are a happy baby. And if you did feel really good in this practice, you felt like you were flowing smoothly and you felt strong, then good on you, congratulations. Try to carry that momentum with you into tomorrow's practice or whenever you get back onto your mat. But no matter what the outcome from this class was, try not to be attached to that. Because every day is a new day. Slowly coming into your Shavasana. Allowing the legs to relax, the arms to relax, the head to relax, the eyes to close. Letting go of your Ujjayi breath now. Keeping your awareness on your breath, but trying not to control it in any way. Just noticing the subtle rise of the belly and the chest, and the fall of the belly and the chest. As always, thank you so much for your practice. I hope you loved this Vinyasa class as much as I do. And hopefully I'll see you again on the mat soon. Namaste.